So there's non-kinetic, so not using force overtly, and then kinetic options that the U.S. military would have. So non-kinetic would be things like help get the protesters access to more Starlink modems, for instance, so they can get out the details of their experience. Kinetic options could be things like hitting persona targets, like potentially the supreme leader or people around him, or hitting certain places. You can imagine, like, government buildings. The US military, the US government can do a whole bunch of stuff. I think the question is, to what end? What impact is it actually going to have on the ground? And right now, this is a particularly ripe issue because President Trump has sent carrier strike group, the Abraham Lincoln, out to the Middle East. There have been US fighter jets that have arrived in the region. And so you're seeing a real effort to do what's known as set the theater, to put kind of a heavier, sort of fatter military posture, more military capabilities around the region in case there's a desire to use force. I guess what I wonder is if the US and Iranian clocks are a little bit off right now.
Tell me.
So what I mean by this is last week was really, I think, where we saw the apex of these protests and all of the horrific violence. And that has slowed down a whole lot. And it's slowed down not least because of the regime's response. And that clock is in some ways sort of slowed down. And yet when you look at the US piece, the US is sending all of these military capabilities, but they're not there yet, right? And so when the president made the decision to send a number of them, that was probably last Wednesday or so, right? About a week or so from where we are, and they're not even there yet, many of them.